What's up guys, Davey here from PhoneBuff.com, and in this video we're talking about a whole bunch of Windows Phone 8 news, namely the announcement of 3 new devices, 2 of which are from Nokia, 1 of which is from Samsung, being the Samsung A10s, the Nokia Lumia 820, and the Nokia Lumia 920, so the successors to the 800 and the 900. Out of the 3, I'm going to talk about first the one I'm most excited about, and that's the Nokia Lumia 920. You may ask, why am I most excited about it? Well, let's take one look at the specifications. First of all, this guy has a 4.5-inch Pure Motion HD Plus display. Pure Motion HD Plus basically means it's an IPS display with a resolution of 1280 by 768. So it's not the typical 1280 by 720 like you've seen on devices like the Galaxy S3, Galaxy Nexus, etc. But it's 1280 by 768, giving you a pixels per inch of 332. So it's significantly higher than some of those other devices that we've seen. And on top of all that, you have Gorilla Glass. So the screen's gonna be nice and scratch resistant. But the screen isn't the only thing that has me excited. It's the processor. For the first time, we're seeing dual core processors on a Windows phone, which is really nice, especially considering the fact that it's a 1.5 gigahertz Snapdragon S4. So this is the same processor we saw on the Galaxy S3 and some variants of the HTC One X, giving it great performance on Android. I can only imagine what it's going to do on Windows Phone 8. It comes with 1 gigabyte of RAM, so it doubled up from last year, and 32 gigabytes of internal storage. The only drawback I would say is the thickness of the Lumia, and that was kind of the same complaint I had with the 900, is the thickness. Basically, it's 10.7 millimeters thick. It's a little bit thicker than some of the other devices that I've seen out there, so that's kind of a drawback, but you're getting a premium design. The device weighs a little bit more than normal too. It's 185 grams. I know some other devices out there are like 135 grams, but hey, I'm not going to complain because I'm going to get nice premium build quality with these great specifications, but I'm not done yet. Another great thing about this phone is the camera. It has a 8.7 megapixel Carl Zeiss lens pure view camera with optical image stabilization. So basically, you could be recording the video, walking down the street, and it's not going to be jumping and shaking everywhere. It's going to look nice and smooth like it would on a professional camcorder. Basically, it's the first that we've seen on smartphones. It's going to be finally recording in 1080p. Before, Windows Phone 7.5 was recording in 720p, which is the main reason why I never really used my Lumia 900 or my Focus S to record videos. Front facer on this guy has a 720p camera, so that's pretty good as well. The battery is 2000 milliamps, which should be more than enough to power you through the day. And the colors that it comes in is yellow, red, white, gray, and black. The battery isn't removable, by the way, and we don't have a price or a release date just yet, but I'm expecting sometime in November. Let's go on to the next device. Let's look at the little brother of the Nokia Lumia 920, which Nokia themselves said it was the flagship phone. So the little brother of the flagship phone, the 820, is a 4.3-inch clear black AMOLED display with the same old resolution that we saw from last year's model at 800 by 480, giving you a PPI of just 216. Really not, something to be excited about. Honestly, kind of disappointing. But thankfully, some of the other specs have been improved, like the processor, same processor as the 920, the Snapdragon S4, got 1 gigabyte of RAM, only 8 gigabytes of internal storage, but it has an expandable micro SD card slot, which the 920 does not. So that's pretty cool. The thickness is a little bit less than the 920 as well, at just 9.9 millimeters, weighing less too at 160 grams. It's 1650 milliamp battery, should be enough to get you through the day considering it's an AMOLED display with the black background. You'll be saving more juice. Smaller screens, not gonna take as much power, so shouldn't be an issue. By the way, both the Nokia Lumia 920 and the 820 have NFC capabilities. They have Bluetooth 3.0 and also wireless charging. So you're able to set them down on the little wireless charger, kind of like you saw on the Palm Pre from a couple of years ago. But really nice to be able to do that, especially if you're in the dark at night. You check a text message or email on your phone, and you can just set it down instead of trying to have to find that little micro SD port or micro USB port, which is almost impossible to find at nighttime. So anyway, that is the Lumia series. The next one I want to talk about is the Samsung A10s. So this one is basically, it's a Samsung Galaxy S3 converted to Windows Phone 8. So you have that same 4.8-inch AMOLED HD display, giving you a PPI of 306. You have 1.5 gigahertz Snapdragon S4 processor, like I said before, 1 gig of RAM, 16 gigabytes of internal storage, expandable up to 32 gigabytes for a micro SD card slot. It's only 8.7 millimeters thick, so this is going to be a big, selling point. If you don't want that thick Lumia phone, the Samsung A10s might be the one for you because it's a lot thinner, weighs a lot less at 135 grams, so pretty much, the weight that I mentioned earlier. 2,300 milliamp battery, so that's going to be, a lot bigger battery than it is on the Lumia 900 or 920, should I say, and the 820, and should be more than enough to get you throughout the day. It also has NFC and Bluetooth 3.0. The camera on this guy is 8 megapixels and it records in 1080p. The front facer is 1.9 megapixels with a front facing recording capability of 720p. Alright, so something I forgot to mention about the Nokia Lumia 820 is the battery on that guy is actually removable, just like it is on the Samsung A2S, and the camera on it is 8 megapixels, but it doesn't have that same optical image stabilization feature that you see on the 920, so keep that in mind. The price should be lower as a result, but it doesn't have those high-end features, so if you're looking for a smaller device, you're not going to get that same camera capability, which is kind of unfortunate. But anyways, those are the 3 new Windows Phone 8 devices that are going to be coming out. Like I said, we don't have a release date on the 920 and we don't have it on the 820 or the A2S actually. We don't have pricing for any of the devices, but I'm guessing, you know, somewhere around $200, maybe $150 or less for the 820. I don't really expect the 820 to be seen stateside, but hey, maybe it will be. But that's pretty much it for me in this video. You know, just wanted to give you guys the news. Really excited about it. I mean, I really can't wait to use the devices and, you know, pit them against phones like the Samsung Galaxy S3, the new iPhone that is going to be coming out later on this month, and see how they fare, because Windows Phone, you know, has pretty much been, you know, like in 3rd place as far as the 3 major operating systems. Windows Phone 8 should really give it a kick, and with finally some high-end devices, it's really going to make a difference. But anyway, that's it for me in this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know if you're excited about the Lumia, if you maybe wanted another feature, if the size is too big, whatever it is, let me know. I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can, but thank you for watching the video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thanks.